Hello, Book 2, and welcome to Day 3 of Reading Rush, formerly known as Booktubeathon. This is my Day 3 Vee-Log. And the prompt for today is to read a book from last year, that you didn't get to. And despite how much I read, there is a large number of such books. And I have two. They're both murder mysteries. And I don't believe that I read either one of them last year. So I thought we'd go over them today, sort of a book feature type thing where I show them to you. They're new in paperback. The first one is by David Handler, and it is his Stuart Hogue mystery. It's The Man in the White Flannel Suit. He appears to have a basset hound, so let's all be a little sympathetic. And this is literary. These are literary mysteries. Washed-up celebrity novelist turned ghostwriter Stuart Hogue is finally making progress on his long-awaited second novel. Burrowed away in his sweltering fifth-floor walk-up, he also is trying not to think about the fine summer that he and his ex-wife, celebrity actress Marilee Nash, have just spent together on her bucolic Connecticut farm. Sort of together, that is. She was generous enough to offer him the use of her guest cottage, but now Marilee is offering to let him stay in her elegant 8-room apartment overlooking Central Park while she's away shooting a film on location. This is a major step. Could it mean that their on-again, off-again romance is back on for real? Then Hoagie receives a call from his literary agent asking him if he can meet with publishing's most ruthless and reviled editor, Sylvie James, for a drink at the Algonquin Hotel. After disclosing that her father, the aging literary superstar Addison James, has not in fact written his last two best-selling historical sagas, Sylvia reveals her suspicion that Addison's assistant, Tommy O'Brien, the true author, has run away with their most recent manuscript and is holding it for ransom. Swayed by his friendship with Tommy, not to mention Sylvia's offer of a hefty advance for his novel In Progress, Hoagie agrees to help investigate Tommy's sudden disappearance. If only Hoagie had known exactly what he was getting himself into, he might have saved himself from the grief that follows in his hot pursuit of Tommy. And I had this, I think, last year, and I never actually did get to it. So I'm curious to know what it'll be like. And this is the Man in the White Linen Suit is very much comic mystery, as you can tell from that plot summary. It's light and meant to be enjoyed, as a summer fare. This next one is a murder mystery as well, but it's far darker. It's by Elsa Hart, and it's called City of Ink. Absolutely lovely cover. And we have here, let me see here. Let me do this. Lee Du was prepared to travel anywhere in the world except for one place, home. But to unravel the mystery that surrounds his mentor's execution, that's exactly where he must go. Plunged into the painful memories and teeming streets of Beijing, Lee Du obtains a humble clerkship that offers anonymity and access to the records he needs. He is beginning to make progress when his search for answers buried in the past is interrupted by a murder in the present. The wife of a local factory owner is found dead, along with a man who appears to have been her lover, and the most likely suspect is her husband. It's always the husband, right? That's the stereotypical line in murder mysteries. But what Lee Du's superiors at the Northborough office are willing to accept as a crime of passion strikes Lee Du as something more calculated. As past and present intertwine, Lee Du's investigations reveal that many of Beijing's residents, foreign and Chinese, artisan and official, scholar and soldier, have secrets they would kill to protect. When the threats begin, Lee Du must decide how much he is willing to sacrifice to discover the truth in a city bent on concealing it. A city where the stroke of a brush on paper can alter the past, change the future, prolong a life, or end one. And this is set in 18th century China. And it's going to be a murder mystery, but very different from The Man in the White Flannel Suit. So those are two books that came out last year that I don't believe I ever got to. They don't sound familiar to me at all. I just recently got the paperbacks, both of them, which come out, these paperbacks come out, City of Ink comes out at the very end of July, and The Man in the White Flannel Suit comes out in mid-August in paperbacks. So that is my reading rush day 3, is two books that I will get. I'm always in the mood to read a murder mystery. And I usually like to pop down more than one at a time, so I will read those today, unless they are pushed off stage by much bigger things. But I don't think that's going to happen. So that is my reading rush for day 3, and I will be back tomorrow with another one of these prompts. These prompts are too much fun to miss, and I'm watching all of your videos. I will, if I can, I will remember to link to a whole bunch of new Reading Rush videos, as they're so much fun. And I'll see you shortly. Thank you, Book 2.